If you're looking for a wireless security camera, $100 for a 2K resolution setup is a tough price to beat. That's exactly what Blink is offering with their new Outdoor 2K Plus. Before we dive in, we're playing a quick mini-game today. Keep an eye on the photos throughout this video. They're AI generated, and I've hidden a few subtle mistakes in them. Let's see if you can spot them all. The defining feature of this setup is the box's bold claim that it can run for up to 2 full years on a single set of AA batteries. But if you scroll through the Blink subreddits, you'll see a very different timeline. Dozens of owners report installing fresh batteries, only to get low power warnings just a week and a half later. We need to look at how this hardware actually functions to see if Amazon is stretching the truth, or if buyers are simply asking this little camera to do something it wasn't built to do. The upgrade from the previous model is entirely about image clarity. We're jumping from 1080p up to a 2560 by 1440 resolution. You get significantly sharper details, making it much easier to read a license plate or identify a face in your driveway. Blink is also prominently pushing a feature they call color night vision right on the packaging. The hardware itself doesn't actually project a color night view. Instead, it relies on low-light color vision capabilities. It uses whatever ambient light is already present, like a street lamp or your porch bulb, to force a color feed. The moment that ambient light drops below a certain threshold, the camera gives up on color, defaulting back to a standard black and white infrared view. The visual upgrade is significant, but that advertised nighttime color only stays active if your environment provides a steady source of light. Passive infrared cameras project a cone, waiting for shifting heat. Pointed at a busy street, every passing dog, pedestrian, and car registers as heat. The camera wakes up constantly, draining the battery in weeks. Pointed at a quiet backyard, the cone stays dormant, preserving power. Placement isn't the only factor. To record in that sharp 2K resolution, you must activate performance mode, which forces the camera to consume even more power every time it wakes up. Add a weak Wi-Fi connection to the mix, and the camera's internal antenna has to work twice as hard to send those heavy 2K video files to your router. And when the camera finally dies, you are strictly required to use Energizer Ultimate Lithium AA batteries. The internal chip is calibrated specifically for them, meaning standard alkalines or cheap rechargeables will fail quickly and trigger false low-power alerts. Getting 730 days of power out of 2 AA batteries is mathematically possible. Place it in a dead zone, turn down the resolution, and never check the live feed. There are a few more required costs to consider. The $99 package includes the camera and a base station called the Sync Module Core. The Core module connects the system to your Wi-Fi, but it lacks a USB port. That means you cannot record or save videos locally right out of the box. To save the footage you capture, or to use smart alerts that distinguish between a person and a vehicle, you have to pay for the Blink Basic subscription, starting at $4 a month. You are also locked strictly into Amazon's ecosystem. The camera works seamlessly with an Echo Show, but it has zero compatibility with Apple HomeKit or Google Assistant. Even within Amazon's own lineup, there are strange limitations. Blink sells a premium Sync Module XR designed to extend your Wi-Fi range, but this new 2K Plus model cannot actually use those extended range features. The initial $100 price tag is enticing, but once you factor in the monthly subscription, the restricted ecosystem, and the specific batteries, the true cost of ownership scales up. The Blink Outdoor 2K Plus excels if you use it for its exact strengths. Monitoring targeted, low-traffic areas, like a side gate or a private back patio, where the sharp lens can shine without constant interruptions. A beat of caution: if you plan to point it at your busy front door and crank the settings to maximum performance, be prepared to buy a lot of expensive lithium batteries. Speaking of catching the details, let's look at our AI-generated images from earlier. Here is the 6-fingered hand from the installation shot, and this security camera incorrectly features 2 lenses stacked on top of each other. Let me know in the comments if you spotted both of those, and tell me what kind of battery life you're actually getting from your own wireless setups. Budget smart home technology puts high-end specs in reach, but for now, those top-tier capabilities still come with hidden maintenance costs.